Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Life starts now.
Happy Friday, everyone. TGIF. It is February 17th, 2023. I'm Derrick Shore. And you know what? We're just going to cut to the chase. Time to bring out our very special guest co-host for the day, Kam Franklin from The Suffers. Come on out. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It's so good to see you, Kam. Feel free to have a seat.
Yes.
We've got some wine in place.
Yes.
Chef Ryan's making studio smell good. Your mom Diana's in the house. We're going to meet them and chat all about it in just a bit, but cheers.
Cheers, yes.
Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers. It is so nice to see you. We're going to tell you about this wine, too, by the way. In case anyone is going to Rodeo Uncorked Best Bites happening this Sunday at NRG Center, we have two wines, medal-winning wines from Lebanon. So I didn't realize Lebanon is one of the best wine-growing regions in the world.
You just informed me.
Well, there you go. I know you love to travel. So these reds, as I mentioned, will be featured at this Sunday's Rodeo Uncorked Best Bites event. So check it on out.
Yes.
Okay, we got to catch up. Tell me what you've been up to, because you are constantly gigging. I see you out at events in Houston, and I know you're playing where? Tempe, Arizona? Is that tonight?
Yes. So I'm playing Tempe, Arizona tomorrow. I am constantly recording, producing, writing around Houston and anywhere that I can get it in. The Suffers have just been announced to be playing at Rodeo on the 28th, which is less than 2 weeks away.
Okay, this deserves a round of applause. This is a big deal. And so you're essentially kicking off Rodeo on, what is it, the Stars Over Texas stage?
Yes.
On the 28th.
Yes, absolutely.
Tell us how, you are such a part of this community, Kam, and one thing I love about you is you have performed on the national stage. You've been on The Late Show with David Letterman, The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. You've had so much national attention, but you are still such a part of this community.
Yes.
I mean, and we've had, obviously everyone talks about Beyonce being from Houston and global superstar, right?
Yeah.
But it's very important for you to stay close to the community where you were brought up.
Absolutely. The community, I feel as though, is very responsible for me having the career that I have. And even though I'm not home as much as I once was due to my work and everything that I have going on, I'm very appreciative of how much it continues to give back to me and how it allows me to expand and help other folks that are trying to come up in their own way.
The Suffers started when? 2011?
Yes.
Okay, so you're celebrating a dozen years.
Yes.
How does that feel?
We're a preteen now. It feels really good. It feels unbelievable sometimes. But like any other relationship, it takes work, and you wouldn't be doing it unless you loved it. So I'm really just grateful to be doing it.
You guys have such a great team. So Ya Girl Didn't Listen is your new solo single.
Yes.
And can you tell us a little bit about your process of coming up with new music? Because during the pandemic, I remember, who can forget that awesome performance you gave us in your decked out, home studio, essentially.
Yeah.
Your inspiration for Ya Girl Didn't Listen, where did it come from?
Well, Ya Girl Didn't Listen, I'll be very easy with it because we are in a non-legal state.
Okay.
When I am in a legal state, I am very pro-cannabis, and I wanted to write a song that basically brought awareness to folks that like to overindulge and let them know that, look, there's healthier ways for you to find your relief. And the song is just like that, just how we had to learn how not to overindulge the booze. As the legalities expand to a more federal level, I want folks to know what they're stepping into when they're having fun.
That's super cool. Yeah. That is very, very nice. Okay, so talk to us about life on tour, because I know that every single day your schedule is different.
Yes.
You're sometimes in a different city because you're touring with a band, you're waking up at different hours. Today you were here on Houston Life. I love this. How do you find balance? Because I feel like as I have gotten older, the struggle has gotten worse, right? I was just saying upstairs, running around, there are not enough hours in the day, right? So how do you fit it all in? I'm
actually sad because I thought you were going to provide me with balance when I came in today, so that's fine. Balance is something that I think is more so a practice rather than an expectation for me now, and if I'm really trying to get that, it starts with me actually putting an effort into it, right? So it's a daily job, and some days I do a really good job, and other days we just try to acknowledge that we can have another time to do it better the next day.
Okay, I think that's very evolved. Tomorrow is a new day,
Yes,
right?
we're going to do a better job tomorrow.
Let's chat about the Houston music scene, because
Absolutely.
I know big city, small town, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the vibe here in Houston, I feel like everyone knows everyone.
Yes.
Who are you listening to, and like where are your hangouts, right? Because it seems like as an artist, you got to be plugged into the scene.
Absolutely. In terms of who I'm listening to, Houston is so vast, and it really just determines on what the vibe is that day. Some days I'm listening to Ruben Moreno and his Zydeco. Some days it's Micah Edwards and his Texas country soul that he's been coming up with. Recently, it's been a lot of Uncle Tino, Dende. It's all over the place. I just feel like Houston has so much vibe to it and just talent within it that I'm just lucky to get to listen. And in terms of where I like to go, again, that also depends on the day. Sometimes I'm over in Montrose and living my best life over at George's. Sometimes I want to be at the Flat. Sometimes I want to be over at the Spot in 3rd Ward. It really just depends on the day.
No way. Some of my favorite spots as well. Do you play darts at George's?
I'm a horrible darts player, and I'm pretty sure that darts and pool, like if anyone sees me picking one up, like y'all should call the police or just
clear the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Clear the room. She's got a pool cue in her hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so we mentioned that the band has been together, the Suffers now, for a dozen years. What's next for the band?
We are working on our 4th studio album right now. We are just learning how to write in a way that's more fun and just constantly figuring out ways to do this job that we love better, like work smarter, not harder, So right now we're going out on our 8th year of touring, and so we'll be out through July. We're doing 2 nights at the Blue Note Jazz Club out in New York, and that's going to wrap up pretty much a long season of touring for us. But yeah, we're just having a good time trying to grow up together, really.
It is always so much fun. If y'all have not seen a Suffers show live, I mean, even watching the videos, I can't help but smile when I see you on stage, when I hear your music. You did an interview with Forbes magazine a few years back, and some of the things you said have stuck with me, because you talked about deserving to be in the room, and how the music industry, a lot of people probably see you on stage and think, oh wow, she's arrived. But it really is sort of an unforgiving business, right? Do you feel like you're still swimming upstream?
Absolutely. I tell folks whenever we have any national TV opportunity, all it is a commercial. We're not leaving with more money. We're not leaving any more famous. Maybe we'll get a few new fans, but all that is a commercial and an opportunity for us to change the way that we're doing our work, and a new way for us to launch whatever product we're out there trying to sell. But in terms of just expanding beyond that, it's really, again, it's just about practicing and just trying to appreciate what we do in a new way, rather than expecting anything in terms of like fame or success. That all comes from the work and the effort and the way that we treat other people.
You are so grounded.
It's because I hang around people like you.
Oh my gosh, that is so nice. I think it's because you hang around people like your mom, Diana. By the way, we gotta get a shot of Diana. Oh look, we have a shot of Diana. What's up, mama? How you doing? I gotta tell you something about Diana. We're new friends. We just met today. Cam, you and I have known each other for years. Are you embarrassed we're putting your mom on TV?
No, because I feel like this is where she likes to be, so.
Listen, there's something about you two. You have very warm personalities. The fact that your mom makes the effort, she shows up for you, she's here with you today.
Yes.
I mean, talk about a strong foundation for your life and career, huh?
I am very lucky. I'm very grateful for the foundation that I have. I have a family full of supporters, a family full of people that always remind me that they have my back. My mom, my stepdad, my dad, my stepmom, everybody around them. I'm so incredibly lucky to have the support system that I do have.
For sure. How often does your mom get to go on the road with you, or come to some of your gigs here in Houston?
I feel like she has her own life on the road. Like, I'll play somewhere sometimes, especially out of state, and she'll be like, I'm linking up with my friends that I met, blah, 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 or so-and-so from security upgraded my pass, so I'm like, what? Okay. That
is super
It's
cool.
Hilarious, but it's the truth, and that's what happens.
Living the life. She's very stylish, too. What do you think you've learned from your mom most of all? Because I found that as I've gotten older, in addition to needing more hours in the day, I sort of understand, in some ways I understand my mom a little bit better, but then in some ways I think, how did she do it? How do parents do it? It's the toughest job in the world.
I love that you're asking me that, and I also feel like I'm being called out at the same time because I feel like the older I get, the more like I really appreciate how much that I've gotten from her. But really, it goes back into the treatment of other people. Like if you meet any of my mom's friends, which she has like 1,000 best friends, now you've included in that.
All right.
It's just always the sweetest, kindest things and stories about how she's shown up or like just really supported folks. And I'll be like, who are you? And they'll be like, I love Diana. She's amazing. And it really has changed my perspective, not necessarily in how I give to others, because it's not about what you give to people, but it really is all deeply rooted in how you treat people. Yeah.
Wow. What's that old saying that someone might not remember what you said to them, but they will remember how you felt?
Exactly.
How they felt.
That's it.
Well, there you go. Cheers to kindness.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, my friend Kam Franklin. Diana, cheers to you as well.